Ay, caramba. A ver qué depara hoy aquí en MLB de Show.
Nestled between Tony Gwynn Drive and Trevor Hoffman Way, this is Petco Park. So, almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Matt Cain.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to get underway.
Vamos a ver, creo que fue como yo vengo.
Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And we're underway. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a two-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Matthew Lugo at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Ay, mira cómo puso ese tigre ese cambio.
One out, base is empty.
Ey, fuerte, no la vi.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And it's fouled away. Sosa off of first with 2 away. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing it.
Got him looking. And that'll back here in San Diego. And here is Ken Griffey Jr. Line drive. And there's 1 away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Corey Seager now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's Brandon Lau. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Kane back to work. Check swing. He went too far.
This is one of the most successful hitters we've seen in baseball, Boog. Palmeiro is a guy who can produce hits and swing for power, and he does it consistently. He's always going to be a tough out for any pitcher that faces him.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fly ball center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. They say he went.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Ripped to short. Sends it to first. And there are 2 outs. Mike Piazza, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1's the count.
¿Cómo que no lo estoy dando?
Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And a breaking ball misses outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work. Back here at Petco Park, digging in, Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Garcia under this one. He's got it. One down. And here's Freddie Freeman. Lifted in the air out to left. Ramirez coming on, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him.
Dios mío, ¿qué es lo que tanta pausa te da?
Mike Piazza. And a swing and a miss. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. In the air, left field, Ramirez on his way over. And that is that. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's Mike.
Dios mío.
Trout. Trout measures 6 feet 2 inches. In the 8th spot in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2009. That misses, and the count is 2-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play.
No, hombre.
Like that.
Un cambio por el suelo.
And it stays fair. Trout around second on his way to third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
De La Cruz swings through it for strike one.
Wow, qué cinco me tiró.
Now Matthew Lugo went down on strikes his first time through.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Dive, and he's got
La
it.
semana.
The throw to the plate.
Sí.
And they take the lead with the infield
Tenía que
single.
tirar a
First
primera
and
pal.
second, one out. Sammy Sosa digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open.
Mire, doble play ahí.
Glove flip to second. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. And welcome back to the ball. Park as we go to the last of the third, and now the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him. This is Corbin Carroll. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Caught in a rundown now. Throw to first, and he gets back safely.
Or maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Here's Ray Boggs now. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Garcia settles under it. And there's 2 down. Ken Griffey Jr.
Este tipo y da pausa, Dios mío.
Getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Junior swinging a drive. Deep right field. Trout raging back towards the wall. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Back here in San Diego as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Adolis Garcia. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 1-0.
No.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
De frente.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And the batter now, Rafael Palmeiro. He's 0 for 1. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Griffey on his horse. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now here is Manny Ramirez. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Comes up empty.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Off the plate inside. And that is ball 1.
Ay, si lo sigue dejando ahí ese cambio que lo voy a desbaratar.
Just missed.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Ay,
swing and a ball lifted in the air. Carroll makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here at Petco Park. Bottom 4, Seager stands in now. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1's the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2's the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Trout is there. Brings it in, and there's 1 down. Lau at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. Foul ball there. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Vamos a poncharlo ahora. Ay, le
Battling
diste.
here as he fouls it away.
Vamos a echarte ahora entonces.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball.
Wow, le diste porque... ahí.
That's off the inside corner, and the count's even at 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Quédate con eso otra vez.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Ay, 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 este tigre necesita pausa. Ve, se fue. Cerrador. Primera base. Batea y corre. Ese también, Jimmy Rollins. Dame esto mejor. Debí coger el cerrador. Hay una cosa. Debí coger el cerrador.
Just about to get started. Starting on the mound in this one, Martin Digo.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Tim Raines leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Stays alive. Righty delivers. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Now batting Tristan Casas.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Digo in his 10th season, 22 years old, and he was born in Cuba.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base.
Bueno, el tigre tiene su mamacita.
Is empty, and the batter now, Jock Peterson. Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled, jumps, throws, and they get the out. Back here with my pal C. Today's starting pitcher, Dodson. What's the scouting report on him?
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off, I can promise you that.
Bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ay, mi madre.
Henderson. And a quick out, number 1.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now it's the second baseman, Matthew Lugo. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held up. One out, base is empty. This to third, Muncy. Sends it across to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Sammy Sosa.
Otra vez.
Hard hit left side. Whips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back for more from the Bronx. Here's Max Muncy. Digo back to work. Inside just missed.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time. And now, Mike Piazza.
Ese piche
Muncy to chase. Something
tiene poco
we don't see a
control.
whole lot. I know Muncy strikes out quite a bit, but he's also a guy that walks a lot as well. So it's that good plate discipline, and that time just lost the battle.
Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
To third, Roland. Whips it to first. And that is the third. Bottom of the second. And now Adolis Garcia. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
¿Cómo es? Digo que yo lo di atrasado a eso.
On the ground, right side, Dozier. The throw to first. One up, one down. Rafael Palmeiro will hit next. And a foul ball. Swing and one popped up. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. So up next, Manny Ramirez. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Piazza fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Now at the plate, Rafael Palmeiro. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Inside, almost got him.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Digo comes to the plate. That one ran inside, almost got him.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all.
No, hombre, pero te atrapó el pinche.
First base runner of the game. And now, Brian Dozier. In the air, right field. Trout makes the grab. 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Gunnar Henderson now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So the lineup flips over at the plate. Tim Raines. Fouled off to the right. Digo kicks and delivers. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Back at Yankee Stadium, and here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. And a swing and a miss there.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Slash foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. On the ground, Dozier tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order.
Una cosa. Mira cómo se ven high, a ver. ¡Qué tablazo!
And drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Ball one there. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Henderson. 2 out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off.
Otro.
And you can touch a ball, baseball man.
Se van. Dos pues.
He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-0. Now it's going to be Matthew Lugo. Grounded out his first time up. Drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now here is Sammy Sosa. Runner at second, 2 down. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. Back in the Bronx. Now the number 2 hitter, Tristan Casas. And there's a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ground ball to the right side. Palmeiro takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here.
En la cámara demasiado alta. Medium.
Is Jock Peterson. Grounded out his first time up. Fought off foul. Peterson goes 6'1", 32 years old. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Swing at a ground ball. And a couple of quick outs.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Muncy at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Back in New York, in steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Ese time quiero llevarlo.
Rafael Palmeiro, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. On the ground at first.
Ay.
And foul ball. There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ay, me
Fights
quedé
that one
atrás.
away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good eye in that spot.
Ay,
Good
ay,
take,
ay,
especially
ay,
two
ay, ay.
strikes.
Casi me voy con el bate en la mano. Ay.
Base is empty, one away.
Wow,
We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ay, no,
Swing
me
and
haga
high
eso.
fly
Mira,
ball
un
out towards
good.
right center field.
Wow.
Peterson makes the grab. 2 away now.
Espera para sacarlo.
Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. That smash
De
towards center.
frente.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now Mike Piazza. Digo back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these guys, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. Dalton Varsho digs in now. Grounded out his first time.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in this zone.
Mitad la puse.
Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Rafael Palmeiro.
Este pitcher tiene poco control. No me gusta mucho este pitcher, ¿no?
And that one moves his feet.
No tiene control, ¿no?
That one to first, Palmeiro. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Mike Piazza. And first offering is fouled off.
Ay, cayó de foul. Wow. Toma ahí entonces.
Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Toma ahí entonces.
A high fly ball, well struck. That's back there.
Escucho que se salga ahora. Lo voy a repetir para que salga.
Another homer. His
Creo que
second
salió.
home run of the game, and they tack on to
Salió.
their lead. It's 4-0.
Salió. Salió. Creo que apagó el play con todo. Era el otro. Qué raro, uno con un juego de oro.
About to get started here, and today's starting pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Okay, all set to go. Stepping in, Elly De La Cruz.
Ahí fue.
Not even close there. And away we go this afternoon. And that one is downstairs.
Pero este es un bolero.
And that one missing low.
Y le trae, mijo, que si no, no hay forma.
That one misses.
Y le trae, que no hay forma contigo.
Easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's the second baseman, Matthew Lugo. And that's outside. And there's a foul ball. And 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Sammy Sosa in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ay, no.
In the dirt.
Bótala, 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 bótala.
But no advance from the runners. No outs. Runners at first and second.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That just misses.
Tira atrás, tira atrás, tira atrás.
Even 2-2.
Tira atrás, tira atrás. Si no tira atrás, no me lo voy. Ay, no me haga eso, trapo de juego. Wow, pero Sosa nada más es doble play, ¿qué? La favorita.
Brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Adolis Garcia in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
De La Cruz on third with 2 out.
Ay, no, me quedé atrás.
He was late that time.
Toma ahí. Mira esa porquería. Mira un perfect de frente. Wow.
And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Garrett Crochet. What do we need to know here?
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
Fouled off left side. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball.
Ay, 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 ¿qué fue lo que hice? Pasó por abajo la bola.
And aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Brandon Lau. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. And that's down and away. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Fired to second.
Double play.
A sensational double play. Now here is Brendan Donovan. And that one fouled off. Up the middle. Nice grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. That one misses in the dirt.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. And only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Ay, ay, ese core.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Ay. La verdad yo lo estaba esperando. Y le dio un poquito atrás. No me quiero ponchar, ¿no? Ay, eso sí. No. Quedó lento atrás.
Throws to first.
Fuera bola.
Was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. Manny Ramirez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Quiere traer.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Manga ahí, wow, adelantado.
No score here in the second. Not close with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that skips in the dirt.
Un tirabola.
The 3-2 is outside and it's ball 4.
Tirabola.
Man at first with 1 gone. Mike Piazza getting ready to hit.
Ay, no me haga eso. Ay, la llevó. Qué dichoso. Hoy la saco ahora con maestra otra vez. Pero ahí. Ay, no sé tú, pero yo creo que voy para home. Voy para home, sí.
Ramirez coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's in there.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Bótala. Ahí sí, vírate otra vez.
And diving back is Trout. And that's disengagement number 2. And here is Scott Rowland. And that one fouled off.
Si te vira otra vez, es 6. Nos vamos a dar para tercera. Claro, que la idea misma.
So the runner advances, and there's no way he's happy with himself on the mound right now.
Ay.
And that one is lifted in the air. Donovan.
Está bien, hice una.
Drops into the glove, and that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2, and here's the first baseman, Tony Clark. And that one in center field, De La Cruz sizing this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's Riley Green. And ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ay, no suave. Ahí.
Fuerte, es un puerco. 2 down. And here comes Dansby Swanson. Strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Tiene dos. Vamos a echarlo aquí ahora. Ahí.
2 down, nobody on.
Ahí va tocando. Coge la cola y tírala, rápido. Ay, mi madre. Trapo de piche. Tocando. Así nomás. Me da ahí un...
Swing and a miss as he was late. Ozuna in his 12th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the dirt, but kept close. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Runner on the go. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now, Ellie De La Cruz.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to home run both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better.
He
did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Wow, me quería atrás.
Lifted in the air. Green on the run.
Me la llevó.
And makes the grab. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Matthew Lugo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the slider catches the zone.
0-1.
Squeeze through that.
0-2.
Tirado con la mano.
And that'll for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch. Somehow we got the barrel to it and hit it.
Pero ahí, ay mi madre. Déjala, le dio.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have
this
netting down the lines just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Man at second.
Ay, me tiró el core.
As he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Toma ahí entonces. Manga ahí. Manga ese hombrón.
Gone. A 2-run homer, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Adolis Garcia.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
That one in the dirt. Ball 1.
Ball.
Well, it's a good pitch.
Tira atrás.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Ah, bueno.
Yeah, that's one of
Está
those. If you
controlado.
swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No sé cómo no le digo a eso. Ay, no, me quedé atrás.
Love to see it.
No, pero
Power
esta red.
versus power right there.
Foul.
Wow.
We'll see another payoff pitch.
Yo espero un chin más de cobre la saco.
One down, base is empty. Draws
Bola.
the walk there.
Nope, ball four.
That's a
Take
great
the base.
at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. So digging in, Rafael Palmeiro. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Ay, ese cambio.
Outside low. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Next pitch
That's it.
inside. Ball 2. Garcia over at first with one away.
Si no tira atrás, no me lo voy a ir, mijo. Bótalo otra vez.
Left field way back
Se fue.
there. Green ranges back on it.
Ah, no, la llevó.
Pulls it in on the
Wow,
warning
thank you.
track. So 2 down now, and here is Manny Ramirez.
Yo voy a intentar el robo, a ver si me voy.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
¿Llegué? Ah, no.
Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over. Bottom of the inning. So now Turner in on that right side. Crochet back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats
Ay,
can
lo
stay
pateó.
hot.
Now he breaks his bat. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One down. To the batter now, Kyle Teal. Swinging a foul straight back.
Es malo, sí, porque ve, si no le digo a eso, estaba mitad.
And a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to.
Ay.
This pitch gets away. No advance, though. Next pitch is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
No era ahí que iba, ¿no?
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Ahí era que iba.
Now pop up on the infield. Rolling. Pulls that one down. 2 down. Lau at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Ramirez makes the grab. That is the inning. Start of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Swings through that one.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
No me haga eso.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Mike Piazza, 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And there's a ball.
No, that's down. Ball.
Swings through that one.
Fuerte, pero ese swing arriba.
1-1.
Toma ahí.
Up the middle.
Esa la llevó.
2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And now batting Mike Trout.
Lo va a sacar. Bueno, ahí te lo dije. No.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
So hard to touch.
0-2.
I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the
Swanson fires over to first. And it's a... And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Brendan Donovan. Popped up. De La Cruz makes the grab, 1 down. Next is switch hitting first baseman Tony Clark, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. So up next, Riley Green. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and here is Scott Rowland. Jax, a righty that throws with power. 30 years old now. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. And first offering is fouled off. Jax, pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success.
Well, for a manager, when you can have that one special arm in the bullpen that you know is just reliable, tell you what, that makes his job a whole lot easier to manage a ball club.
Freeland sizes this one up.
It's
just out of reach. They're still chasing it as he rounds 2nd. Now around 3rd, waving him home. Ellie De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. And as a hitter, are you thinking swing from pitch 1?
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm trying to recognize what's he got today. What's he going to throw? How's he going to come at me? Try to get as much intel as you possibly can to give yourself a chance to succeed.
Pero mujer, que te salga, mijo, y no te así como...
Out to short. Swanson zips it across. One away here in the 5th. Now the number 2 hitter, Matthew Lugo. He's 2 for 2. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one missed. And strike 2.
1-2.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just a weak fly ball this time.
Wow.
On the move, corrals it. And there's 2 down. And here is Sosa to the plate. He's already homered in this game. First pitch swinging.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Picha, mijo. Ay, Dios mío.
And that one is
Está
inside.
tirando bola. Toma ahí.
So the
Wow,
foul ball makes it
adelantado.
1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Mira.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so
ahí, no era que iba, pero está bien.
on the ball.
2-2.
That one almost got him. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Es que saca este piche de la chica.
Chase right there, but with first base open, not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
On the ground to short. Off balance speed, there's 1. Now over to Palmeiro, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Teal now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
It's 0-1.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. Swings and misses, struck him out. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Adolis Garcia. Jacks back to work. And takes low for ball 1.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to do with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Palmeiro, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
That
one ripped. Way back there.
Claro que
and that one is off the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Next to hit, Manny Ramirez. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done, drives in the run. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to...
Off balance speed, there's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. And now here is Sal Freeland. And that one wrapped foul. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ramirez makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. And now Brandon Lau. 0 for 2 in this one. Right side, Palmeiro takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And now, Brendan Donovan.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
There's a strike.
Ay,
Missed.
ay, ay, como lo iba a decir 5.
Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Es que 5, corre.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
El 5 ahora.
Up the middle, De La Cruz. On to first, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Hit on the ground to short. Swanson. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. And now Scott Rowland.
Ah, bueno.
On the ground. Throws to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. That hits the dirt. 1-0.
Lo va a sacar. Lo va a sacar, lo va a sacar, lo va a sacar. Si lo va a sacar, sácalo. Si no, va a ver lo que tú haces. No sé para qué porque yo pausa. Mira eso. 3 robados.
Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Tony Clark.
SLR, vamos a meterle.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Mi madre, como se quedó ese slider, de mitad.
Got him swinging. So digging in, Riley Green. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Bunts it in the air. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. And we're back. Here's the second baseman. Matthew Lugo.
Matthew Lugo.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Hader goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. Digging in, Sammy Sosa. That clips the corner. Part of what makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically his fastball is labeled as a sinker. And the 0-2.
Ay, 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 mira eso, güey.
Bases empty,
Adelantado, le
and
di.
we're in the top of the 8th.
He
goes down looking.
No paraba esa recta otra vez, ¿no?
Now at the plate, Adolis Garcia. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And
Dios mío.
One ball, one strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 and 2 is the count.
Swings and misses.
No se la vi.
Bottom of the 8th. Now here is Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That's to third, and it goes just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Justin Turner. The other way, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Kyle Teal. Tanner Scott gets the ball now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Blind into right, and that's a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
1 strike.
That one not close. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
It's 0-1.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
1-1.
That one's in there. 1-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Manny Ramirez will hit next. Swing and a miss.
No entiendo cómo no le digo a eso.
0-1.
Wow, pensé que era un slider la semana.
0-2.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. That one lifted to left.
Wow.
Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one pulled foul.
Look out.
Man,
I am so relieved that they have this netting down the line. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either.
La semana.
Hader records the strikeout.
Como que se mete.
We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. In the air, out towards left center. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now it's the right fielder, Brendan Donovan. And a swing and a miss there.
Ooh, Baya.
0-1.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And it's fouled off.
Ooh, Baya.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Clark.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Hit to right, and that should do it. ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Y un diamante me dan increíble. Una pregunta. Yo no tengo un primera base aquí, ¿no? Yo pongo un primera base aquí. A ver. Sí, por un primera base derecho, por favor. Le batea malo suyo. Para cuando venga este, cambiarlo.
Just about set to go. Showing the slab in today's game, Steven Kolick.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Wyatt Langford, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a base hit up the middle.
Güey, ¿para dónde que tú vas?
Around first, digging for two. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand.
Ay, no. Wow, desde que se mama. Desde que dije ay, no. La dejé mitad.
He sends it out of here. And that gives him the lead. It's 2-0.
Se cambio
now
ahí,
big number 99, Aaron Judge. And that one hammered. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well. There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
And now the count is even.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
On the ground right side, and he takes it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Ahí no batea, lo que pasó fue que fallé un picheo. No me di
The
cuenta,
batter
no
will be
bateo.
the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
He was late there. Strike one.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty
Fuerte, la vi afuera,
just
afuera.
terrific bite at the end.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The wide to kick the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strikes through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Trout. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Alonso. And he's out on the tag. 2 down, base is empty. Matthew Lugo now at the plate. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. And that one sliced foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Slings to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back in the Bronx. Here comes Corey Seager. Kolek back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one is absolutely belted. Trout ranges back. And boom goes the dynamite. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. And now it's Mark Vientos. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1.
Run in an inning kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
0-2 at the count.
La semana. No le bate a la recta, ve.
And they add on. It's 4-0. And here's the catcher, Dalton rushing. And first offering is fouled off.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swings through that. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Line drive, Lugo. Over to first. One out in the second. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso. Que está tiene pausa. Tú estás ganando.
Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
La semana.
That one deep left field and forget it. And the polar bear leaves the yard. Their third home run of the inning. It's 5-zip. So the batting order turns over. And now Wyatt Langford. Out towards left center. Ramirez snags it on the run.
You know, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. And 1-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. Third out. And that ends the frame. Bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Sammy Sosa. Sosa measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Parece recta.
And now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count. That's a ball.
1 out, base is empty. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And a foul ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes. Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Next one misses. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back at
Si me hace una en este inning me sale.
right fielder Aaron Judge.
Ya lo saben.
That's to third. Tosses across to first. Judge out on the play. And now it's Juan Soto.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
In the air out towards right center. Garcia makes the grab on the run. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Alex Bregman.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
There's a swing and a miss.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
In the dirt. And that's ball 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Now 2-2. And they'll do it again. 2 outs. That's outside. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back now in the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Mike Piazza. And delivers outside.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Right.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. In there safely. Piazza up to third on the wild pitch. Piazza, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Stepping in, Scott Rowland. That one finds the zone. 0-1. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. In a situation, you need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And there's a foul ball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sack fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
One ball,
and
one
that
strike.
one missing low. Here's the tag, and he's out. That's the third out. Inning over. Back in New York. All set for the start of the inning. And here's Corey Seager to hit. Check swing, no appeal.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
One ball, two strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out to center. Ramirez settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1's the count. One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Two down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Here comes the 0-1.
No, ahí no era.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
One ball, two strikes.
Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's Mike Trout. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Wow, ese bendito cambio.
At it. He had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 1-2.
La semana, qué curva. Fuerte, qué trae.
Next, Matthew Lugo grounded out his first time. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
A little out front there as he swings through
One ball,
it.
one strike.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Mira, mira, mira. Wow.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Sammy Sosa digs in now. Swings and misses. 0-1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Swings through that
El
one.
piche de la chica.
And there's the ball.
That's the ball.
Ay, se finque.
Next offering is down low, and the count's full. High fly ball out towards left field.
Wow, no se fue.
Brings it in, and that is that.
Abajo.
Back for more from the Bronx, and now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Kolek back to work. Fouled off left side. Langford, 23 years old, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. And a swing and a miss.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out.
Ahora yo me doy cuenta que este tipo no batea recto.
Makes the catch for the out, and there's one down.
No
This
batea
is
recto,
Corbin
¿no?
Carroll. He's already homered in this game.
Increíble.
Well struck right field. Trout going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 down, bases empty. Here comes Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ay, santísimo Dios.
Strike one.
Adelantado.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Doubled his first time. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. So, man aboard. Now, here is Adolis Garcia. First offering, and it just misses. That one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Juan Soto. Josh Hader into the game.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And that's outside.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home run.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 6-1. And now it's Alex Bregman. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these players digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
In the dirt, and a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here's Corey Seager. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Vientos, the batter now, as he holds up his swing for ball 1. And that one fouled off. Just missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That one hit to right. Trout brings it in for the 3rd out.
Bueno, ha ganado 3. Está bien.
And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off, Scott Rowland. And a foul ball.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Pulls the string with the changeup. Struck him out. Back to the top of the lineup, Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much.
There goes Elly. Pitch in for a strike.
0-1.
Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. De La Cruz, the runner at second with 1 away.
Wow, Dios mío, ese slider.
As he was out front that time.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Now it's the second baseman, Matthew Lugo. And that one ripped to left and foul ball.
0-1.
Runner at third, 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Missed with a changeup, and the count's full.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Base hit and a run in to score.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball.
Mira, se fue. ¿Pero y por qué? Pues estaba ganando. Oh, no me quejo. El de otra. Este pitch, ¿cuál era el pitch que yo iba a sacar? Este. Dije que tira, dije que yo cuánto, pero... Oye, este pitch. Ese era el último que iba a jugar, pero se fue. Vamos a darle a este, güey. Estoy aquí hasta que pierda uno. Si pierdo este, me voy.
Just about set to go. And today's starter, Jim Palmer. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Edge of the zone for a strike, and that's how this game gets started. And that misses. 1-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Me la voy a mi zona.
And that's in the dirt. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Me la voy a mi zona.
Mike Trout.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed.
Ellie on the move. Pitch outside. Throw. That's a stolen base.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Man at second. Got him swinging.
No veo con el turno.
Here's the second baseman, Matthew Lugo. There's a strike.
0-1.
Inside, just missed.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
De La Cruz leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it. Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
No era ball.
Miss. He was late. Strike 2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Throws the high heat pass Still
se ve,
makes a
no.
strikeout.
Me voy allá, robo.
And now the first baseman, runners on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Throw to second, safe, and it's a double steal. There's a strike. Second and third, 2 down. And that one fouled off.
Ay, me le fui a eso, que se dio que el personaje se para atrás.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss.
Increíble,
And
¿no?
that is
No dice
that.
nada.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. That one.
Yo no entiendo por qué. ¿Por qué ponen esto de día? Si no, ya yo hubiera hecho una carrera. Me gusta más, no hay grupo. Quita el pause, Dios mío.
Lo que, Otoniel,
Vamos a ver.
acabo de ganar un juego yo aquí, el Tigre no aguantó la fiesta de palo que le di.
Yo he jugado 4 y le he ganado los 4. Entonces ya voy por el quinto.
Escucha, Otoniel, que Abigail te va a decir ahí.
Ajá.
Oye,
Ajá.
en la habitación mía, ahí hay un tanque azul. Adentro del tanque hay una funda negra llena de shopping de regalo. Tráeme 2 de mujer para mañana.
Mira.
Mami me dijo que cogiera los 2 más chiquitos.
Oh.
Me manda fotos.
Analía, deja de estarme lambiendo.
Dile que sí me escuchó.
Si tú lo escuchaste, Otoniel. Que sí. Y no soy.
Oye, el último juego estaba yo perdiendo 6-2. Y se salió tú el tipo.
Ellos se salen esta mañana, gané yo 2 así.
Y ahora estamos usando este. Y el estadio ahí lo puso en el día y no se ve bien.
Espérate, Otoniel, ¿qué fue?
Dios mío, por este tipo ahora. Si él cree que yo le voy a dar ahí para que yo me salga y pierda, equivocó.
Ay, yo qué besito más bueno.
¿Tú sabes que tú estás rayando con la pared con eso, ¿verdad? ¿Eh?
Sí, Abigail. ¿Ya descargaste el lumbago?
Sí.
¿Cómo jugar?
Espérate, déjame ver si este tigre qué es lo que va a hacer, porque él dio pausa, como que yo soy estúpido.
Es sin querer, Abigail.
Estás rayando toda la pared.
Ya me lo he dicho 2 veces.
Va a comprar pintura y la va a pintar.
¿Quién es que la compra?
Gracias por el boche mal hablado.
Pero tú eres la que me está hablando más, Abigail, porque yo tengo tienda. Pero yo tengo tienda. Pero yo tengo tienda. Pero yo no tengo tienda, mi amor. Yo no tengo tienda para que tú te bravas conmigo porque te cerrarán la tienda.
Tú que me la piques contigo porque tú te la tomas sospechando y no me dijiste nada, no me dijiste
Ah,
la ciudad.
esto es increíble.
Pero cierto. Pero prepárate que mañana temprano nos vamos para la ciudad. Ve, despégate de la pared.
La crema, yo tengo todo lo que tengo con el Play jugando así. Y hoy, sí, 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 sí. Y hoy es que a ti te molesta.
Como tú lo digas.
Yo no haría.
A mí me molesta porque ahorita tú estás
Eso fue que lo que tú dices, porque este tigre está aquí parado y no hace nada.
¿Te fuiste?
Analia, pon eso todo eso.
No le dais gusto, Tony.
No, claro que no. Yo no soy loco. Eso fue cuando yo pensé en el 24.
No,
Mira,
no, Analia.
el otro usuario, el otro usuario ha sido su límite de tiempo en el menú de pausa. ¿Quieres perder su juego? También puedes continuar esperando. Vamos a continuar esperando. Yo tengo toda la noche. A mí nadie me está esperando.
Yo estoy cómodo así, Analia. Qué cosa con Analia. Tú te vas a poner a chismear ahí.
A poner chisme con quién yo voy a ponerme a chismear, pero
Con el de la tienda.
no me lo encuentro yo ahí en la calle.
¿Qué le va a dar un boche?
Claro, no se lo voy a
¿Qué es lo
decir.
que tú vas a dar?
Esto hablan mal de esta tienda y de este hombre también. Estoy pidiendo yo una pinta porque a mí no me ven igual. Nunca me ven ella.
Así me dice uno en la 24. Agarra y da pausa. Y yo ahí, espera. Lo último que le hizo fue que agarró y me escribió por el grupo. Y me dijo, por el grupo, por el play. Y me pone de que yo tengo todo el tiempo para esperar. Y yo, ok. Se cansó y se fue.
¿Cómo duran tanto tiempo sin hacer nada?
No sé. Adiós, dejan el juego ahí. Se van a bañar. Eso asqueroso.
Pero el pitcher se va a quedar pichando mitad mitad.
No, porque ellos dan a pausa. Entonces el tiempo se le acaba.
Ajá. El tiempo se le acaba. Ya no tienen por qué poner pausa. Tienen que jugar. O dejar que el pitcher piche mitad mitad y perder.
Semana, pero qué hijo de su madre.
Increíble que aquí hay medias que cuestan más que los peloteros, tú. Aquí hay medias de 10,000 pesos, Tony. Ey, shortstop. Corey Seager.
Wow, pero este tipo se le puede explotar el play en la cara. No, pero esto no tiene madre, tú mira.
¿Qué fue?
Adiós, ¿por qué que está ahí? Chequea, ve. Mira cómo que yo estoy.
Si tú no compartes pantalla, Tony.
Esperando ahí.
Esperando que.
Tradúcelo.
¿Qué es lo que dice?
Yo te lo dije hace rato.
El otro usuario excedió el límite de tiempo
Ajá.
de pausa. ¿Te gustaría
Esperarlo.
forfeit,
Cancelar el juego.
no, forfeit their game? You may also continue to wait.
O esperar.
Tú lo traduciste, lo que dice.
Ujú, ujú.
¿Y qué es lo que dice? ¿Que va a pedir por forfeit?
No. Ahí dice que si yo quiero esperarlo o cancelar el juego. Es decir, que si le doy a yes, tú supiste, una derrota para mí. Mi récord va de 18-20, es decir, 18 ganados y 20 perdidos.
Pues tú vas bien. Y recomió va 14-6.
14 perdidos.
¡Eh! Pues
14
carajo, que tú
perdidos.
estás precioso. ¿Cómo, cómo fue, Otoni?
14 perdidos y 6 ganados.
Mm,
O al
mm,
revés. ¿Eh?
sí,
Que sí que.
que sí, 14 pedidos y... ¿Qué sobre este guineo? ¿Para dónde? ¿A dónde que yo te voy a llevar, Ana?
no tiene madre lo de este tigre. ¿Sabes qué es lo que hacen? Que apagan el control. También.
Yo sé que yo lo apagan el control, eso es. Yo me lo han hecho.
Eso es sucio. Dame yo ver si yo le escribo a este tigre. ¿Cómo se llama el usuario? ¿Cómo?
Tú vas a la base de datos de los juegos, así, donde se hacen los grupos,
Ajá.
y va donde dice último con el que jugaste, y tiene que aparecerte ahí.
¿Pero dónde? ¿En qué parte?
Tú ves donde tú vas para crear el grupo.
A ver, espérate. Ajá.
Espérate, déjame ver tu pantalla. La verdad es que yo
No
no
se ve,
puedo ver.
¿no?
Adiós, ve. Te voy a mandar un video.
Lympho Hurts. Se llama, bueno, por lo menos, no, ese no hay nombre.
¿Encontraste?
Espérate. Voy a ir a buscar aquí. El tipo se llama DB-bajo. A buscar. El tipo se llama DB. DB. Voice. Voice. Como yo pongo guión bajo aquí. Guión bajo. Voice 97. DB-voice. 27. Verlo aquí. Escribirlo voy yo ahora. Digo a su madre. Mensaje. ¿Cómo le digo? Hey, voy. Voy chico. Play game. Play game, please. ¿Quién me está llamando?
Y yo aquí haciéndole vaina al agua. Que si llega a las 10 de la noche, a las 10 voy a la calle, porque voy a la calle. Pedía esa vez, no me dieron. Ah, pues no me diga a mí tampoco. Usted, déjeme notificando a la muchacha. Usted ya lo que me llamo.
Ve ahí.
Demasiada provocando que deja.
Cómetelo.
Porque yo no sé lo que te hace. Solo porque usted me está notificando.
Óyeme, pero este hijo de su madre, Dios mío. Media hora esperando a este inquilino. Yo le di a la X. Yo no puedo estar esperando. Ah, bueno, me lo dieron a mí los puntos. Me la llegan a mí, Manuel, la victoria.
Pues está bien.
Ey, foto, llevo ¿cuántas? 6, niño. 5.
¿Qué tú quieres? Vamos a darle un 2 o 3 de Need Speed. A ver si desbloqueo el Porsche.
Espérate, dame un chance. Mira lo que yo voy a hacer.
Deja ver si la sucia esta coge la llamada. Tengo el día entero llamando.
19-20.